Assalamu alaikum. So yeah, a midnight stream. I've wanted to do this stream for a while actually, but due to a few work commitments, haven't really had the time. And I wanted to sort of put a few things together beforehand. So yeah, I think before I get on to talk about the Yemen crisis, and I think by now probably Speaker's Corner scene are aware about it, but I don't think enough people are aware of Yemen. I certainly was not that aware of it. I think people know something's going on over there, but I think you kind of get a bit desensitized to the war going on, particularly in the Middle East, and it's just kind of normal. But the UN has described Yemen as the largest humanitarian crisis in modern times. So pretty serious thing. So when you're putting together kind of creating awareness or some kind of charity, whether you're Muslim or non-Muslim, what's going on in Yemen is well, when you hear about the details of it, can only be described as I don't know what the right word is, but it's pretty disgraceful what's happened out there. Pretty much illegal, against all kind of human rights. And look, as with most wars, it's the civilians that take the brunt of this. And I don't particularly want to get involved in too much of the political side. Whilst I have looked into it, I don't really want to sort of share views on that because I don't think that's what's important. I think we all hope that the war ends there. I don't really know how it would end. But the main thing is obviously ensuring that the civilians are, or the people there, and the children in particular are at least getting their nutrition, which is surely every human right. So what I want to talk about first is Walaikum Salam, Afzal. So I've been this channel's been going for, I don't actually know now if it's been going a year or not. I don't think it has actually. I'm not even sure if it's 6 months. It's not very good with my time. I've sort of been on and off with it, and I never really planned on. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't plan on being a YouTuber, and I don't really plan on growing a massive platform. It's not the area that I think that I would be most useful, perhaps. But yeah, this platform, alhamdulillah, I've really enjoyed it and benefited it from it. I've been lucky enough to sort of do a few live streams with a few of the EFDAO guys, and kind of really for us it was to get together and discuss things, and it has been a way of us getting together and at the same time hopefully sharing some. I don't know if it's that informative, to be honest. It's mostly reverts talking about their troubles, and I imagine it would be a lot more helpful to perhaps a new person to Islam, this channel, rather than a lot of you are far more knowledgeable than I am. But anyway, walaikum salam, kilowatt. So yeah, look, this platform has reached a stage where it has there is an income. So be it very small, when a channel reaches 1,000 subscribers, you get a notification from YouTube. I think originally they said they wasn't going to monetize a channel, and then they decided that they would. So there is an income, be it very small. 2 years time, Jordan will be a Muslim YouTube sensation. I guarantee not. Kilo, I guarantee not. But yeah, where was I? So yeah, and to me, this income is not something that should be for my personal use. There's nothing that I do on here that is that I do for work or for something like that. And I feel that if money comes in, it should be used. Well, everything's for the sake of Allah, but I feel like it would be wise to put it into something like charity. So, I've chosen a charity to put all the proceeds from this channel. like I say, be it small, into a charity. And I've chosen Penny Appeal. There's a link in the description to a page where you can also donate. I've put a target on there, and it is Penny Appeal. I have checked them out, and like I say, so the proceeds of this channel will go there, and in anything that comes through this avenue, or people have an opportunity to donate there themselves in secret, and it goes straight to the charity. It doesn't come to me, go straight there. And as you know, in Islam, we like to give charity not publicly, and people can just do it discreetly. And I think, you know, a lot of you guys will be doing charity work already, but for me this is two things: creating awareness of Yemen to people that maybe aren't aware of it, and like I say, two, perhaps giving a little bit of money over to there as well. Walaikum salam, S7 Pure. So yeah, the link to my page that I created, it's like a Just Giving page. Like I say, it goes on there. It goes straight into Penny Appeal. I have experience with Penny Appeal because me and my sister went to a Penny Appeal event where I got to meet some of them there. I've checked out a lot of the work they do, you know, and you know, nearly all the money does go to the cause. They do plenty of causes. It's a really big charity. They do plenty of kind of shows around the country. They actually, what we went to was like a comedy show. So I recommend looking into that. So let me just so yeah, like I say, now this channel has reached to a stage where there's like an income. It will anything from here will go towards at the moment towards fundraising the Yemen crisis. So let me just get a few of these pictures up. Let's put that there. My apologies for the violent typing. I do hit this a bit hard. Okay. So I wanted to put some photos up as well, and I'm sure a lot of you are well aware of Yemen. But like I say, I wasn't aware, and I think many non-Muslims are not aware of what's actually happening out there. So here we have a photo of some parents and a child that is severely malnourished. And like I said earlier, it is said that one child dies every 10 minutes out in Yemen due to the mass starvation, and there are thousands reaching famine. There's been thousands of people killed, and there's been they say millions have actually had to leave their homes due to obviously the war going out there. I will go into a little bit of the war, but I'm sure people are well aware of what's going on out there. So I've got here that in 2015 they said that 101 attacks were on schools and hospitals. So that kind of gives you a bit of an awareness on what's actually this war. It's not fought in a way where anyone's following any kind of rules. It's purely, you know, and like I say, the civilians have been the ones to have to be losing out. They are the losers. They've attacked the import places. They've attacked the bridges. So you know, it's very tough for them to receive food or fuel or anything. There's garbage and sewage in the streets. They say 2/3 of Yemeni do not even have the Yemeni people do not even access to clean water. So, you know, the state the country's been left in. So that, you know, the entire infrastructure of the country has virtually been destroyed, and they say the actual amount of people left in starvation. I've seen some say 17 million, and some have said 18 million. So for that amount of people, and obviously this is why it's called the largest humanitarian crisis. To me, if you're Muslim or non-Muslim, just as a human being, to know that these people who have nothing to do with what's going on over there, I'm sure most of them are, well, I'm pretty sure most of them are now just praying and just hoping that they get their next meal, or even drink of water, as opposed to caring about the sort of political playground that's going on out there, where they're kind of, the country is split from the two leaders that have been there over the last 25 years. And other countries are involved as well, whether it's supporting the Saudi coalition or and people just seem to care more about that side of it than actually helping the people there. And I think, like I say, I advise anyone that hasn't looked into the Yemen crisis, just have a look, and you will be pretty shocked at what's actually going on out there. If you don't know, and like I said, I don't want to particularly give my political views on it, because I think this is more about, for me, just the humanitarian part of it. But there's been two guys in charge of Yemen for the past 25 years. One Saleh, who was sort of overthrown and replaced by a guy called Hadi, who was the vice president. And he I believe he was just only supposed to do a couple of years after the Arab Spring over there, but I believe ended up staying on for longer. I believe that the country's obviously then split, and I mean, some people call this maybe a Shia-Sunni conflict as well, because the Saleh supporters, otherwise known as the Houthis, who are a Shia group, and Hadi is Sunni, so that sort of, them trying to overthrowing Hadi. A lot of people are saying that it's to do with that. Obviously, the Yemen is surrounded by perhaps you could say Shia majority countries, be it Iran, Iraq, and obviously the Yemen sits below Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is in between all of that. So it's said that sort of Saudi would not have wanted, a Shia-led government down below, and obviously that's caused conflict for Saudi to get involved as well. And there's been many accusations. So I don't even think they're accusations of like America, Obama funding all of the weapons to sort of bomb the country. And like I say, it's the bombing of the sort of just destroying the country and killing the people from within, as opposed to I don't know, it's not even just destabilizing the country, it's literally trying to kill the country. And you have other groups, be it Daesh or other groups, taking advantage of this instability, and therefore making the whole place just a pretty much like I said earlier, like a violent playground for political power. So I've got a couple more pictures here as well, just to give an indication of sort of the levels of starvation going on out there. And yeah, it's pretty horrific when you see, this is probably the norm over there. It's probably the norm seeing children in this sort of way. And obviously, as well as them being malnourished, there's also plenty of disease in the streets due to all the sort of sewage around. There's cholera there, and yeah, so pretty horrific stuff. Got some sisters just getting some water. Obviously, had to travel just to get some clean water to take back, and I think even getting water is an effort over there. We got a man here who's been he's been forced to leave his home, and like I said, millions have been displaced in that country, and just think the amount of people that is, millions. And obviously you got here a photo where my banner has obviously covered most of it. You can see the guns, but you can just think what sort of a state people must be living in over there. So I think that's about all I need to cover. Let me see if I need to cover any more bits. Like I said, I'll leave this video up, and like I said, people are welcome to donate to my funding page, which goes straight to Penny Appeal, which is a charity helping Yemen. They actually help plenty of others as well, but I've chosen Yemen. I think the question would be to answer. I mean, my understanding is that Yemen was the poorest country anyway in the Arab region. So for them to be hit with this as well, may Allah give them strength, and must be quite a test for them out there, even just to remain, keep their faith and keep believing. And from what I've read, many of them still do. And I think, will we ever see an end to the war? And that's a question that I think nobody knows the answer to yet. Well, and just, can the country rebuild itself? And obviously what I would like to see happen, because for me, when you give charity, it's a bit like giving charity to, a homeless person. If you're just giving them, it's a temporary fix. You're just sort of keeping them afloat. But there are some charities out there where you're able to perhaps educate that person, or give them a job, or give them something where they're able to actually build a life rather than just a meal. And I hope that Yemen can get to that stage where, rather than just, this is literally to try and get them a meal and clean water. But hopefully the next step would be to give, sort out the farming out there so they can grow their own crops and start selling and start rebuilding that way. So yeah, let me see. I've kind of ignored the comments. Yeah, I mean, Syria, to be honest, I thought Syria was the country in the worst state until I started reading about more about Yemen. The sabah will be rewarded in abundance, inshallah. Very true, Yasmin B. Brothers, share the stream. Yeah, it would be good if this can be shared. Like, I wasn't expecting. I've come on at midnight. I wasn't expecting this to be loads of people, but the more we share, and like I say, this isn't just appealing to Muslims either. This is a worldwide issue that I think everybody should help. So yeah, I think I think that's about all I have to say on the topic. Actually, let me have a look. Yeah. So what I might do, I'll post a link if anyone else wants to come on and say anything. And if not, I'll end the stream. But like I say, share, and like I say, I won't keep on going on about this, but any videos or live streams that I put up, I'll be leaving the charity link in the description. I've actually put a goal of £5,000, which is very optimistic and a lot of money. But got to aim high. We say you aim for the clouds, and you might, even if you get halfway, you've done something. So where's the link? So this is for people purely want to come on and talk about Yemen. If you want to come on and debate or something like that, this is not really the time or the stream. But yeah, so here it is. I hope it's in there. And what I might do while I'm waiting, and hopefully this won't be, I don't know if I'm allowed, but I'm going to share a video, short 1-minute video. Hopefully that doesn't end up ruining the stream. If it does, I'll do another one. But it's a short video from the charity from which we'll be donating. It's only 1 minute. So Okay, so that's it. Get rid of that. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I didn't want to share a video with. There's some horrific videos out there with lots of starving children and things like that. But that was a video just showing a lot of the work people are doing out there, and even just the basic, people just giving rice and water. So I think I'll end the stream there, and I will try and arrange a stream in the near future with the boys of Youth Dawah. I know Yasmin also hopefully come on and give you an update on how she's doing too, and the wonderful Iman. May Allah bless her, and may Allah bless you all. Assalamu alaikum.